It's Monday, so it's me. Yes, that is how it works. I just happen on Mondays. The rest of the week I'm asleep. I hibernate, but I'm awake now. So Alex picked a topic this week, and it is describe or talk about a book that you feel everyone should read. Talk about why, what you think it adds to humanity, and how you felt reading it, what it made you think about. So, disclaimer, I hate nonfiction. I hate it. I do not care. That came out really not how I meant it to, but I do care, but I can't stay focused long enough to enjoy it. But the book I'm going to talk about is called Savage Inequalities by Jonathan Kozol, and it is a nonfiction book, so don't tell. I actually had to read it for APNSL my freshman year. It was our summer reading, and I was like, this looks dreadful because it's all numbers, and it actually turned out to be like one of the most intriguing books I've ever read, just because it really made me think. And if you know, everybody who's watching this, not everybody, a lot of people who are watching this, like, I'm really privileged. I'm really lucky. I'm at an Ivy League institution right now, and, like, I've pretty much had a lot of help along the way and haven't had to do a million things by myself. And, like, that's really lucky, and not everybody gets that. And not everybody gets to grow up in Montgomery County, which is the richest county in the nation. That's just not everybody gets that. And what this book talked about is it talked about the not the suburbs, the bad parts of the okay. Like, DC is a pretty well off place in some places, and then there's like Southeast DC, which is a really bad neighborhood. And it talked about the equivalent of Southeast DC in like Chicago, California, New Jersey, and other parts of the country that, like, people just think are really well off and don't really think that the fact that there are people who are really well off also means that there are people who are the exact opposite, and because there's such a big contrast, people don't really get it. And it was just one of those books that made me really think about, like, how lucky I am to, like, have everything that I have and not have to work really hard for everything that I need. Some of it's just handed to me. And, like, I don't know, it's just, it says a lot about humanity because we miss it. We don't think about it. Most people are like, oh yeah, like, this is my life, whatever, and don't really think about the fact that there are so many people who are less fortunate. So many. And there's so much we can do to help, and we don't because we don't realize it. And this just kind of was like such a shock to like 13-year-old me when I was just like, whoa, cool. Like, there are things I can do to help people in the world. I should probably do that because I've been living next to Southeast for how many years now, and, like, didn't really know that this was a problem. So it just kind of snapped me into reality, which was really scary and really nice at the same time. And I would suggest everybody read it and understand that there's always something you can do, and there are always people who are worse off than you, and you can always help them. Okay, so that's that. Favorite show you're watching now? That's the question. I'm not technically watching it right now because it doesn't come back till October 23rd, but Pretty Little Liars and we have a thing. I'm obsessed. I read the books and I love them, and even though, like, I think I know what's gonna happen, but I don't. They're all so beautiful, and I want to sleep with all of them. And it's so wonderful. And some parts of it are really creepy, and I hate scary things. Like, I didn't think I'd like it, but I really do. I really do. So yeah, that's my spiel for the week. I will see you guys next Monday.